Hey guys, I've been doing a little bit of crappie fishing, and it's getting pretty, it's about that time. Water temperature is about 60, 61 degrees. A few more degrees are going to be moving up shallow. I've been catching about 7, 8 foot of water. But I was going to kind of take this my intro video here for, I've had a few fishing trips on DeGray Lake, Hamilton, which I'm on now, Lake Greeson, and I haven't had any intros on them, but I was going to do this real fast. I've had several questions on what I use, things like that when I'm crappie fishing, but I'm going to kind of go over it. Basically, of course, this is my jig here, and then you always hear me talk about the swivel, and this is one of the questions I have the most, and it's not really a swivel. This is exactly what it is. It's a KVD Mustad clip, and size 0, and you get 12 to a pack, and they're really small. I hope you can see them there. Hopefully it's close enough. But basically what it does is it allows, there it is right there, and it allows you just to slide it off, and then you can disconnect it, change it out, whatever you need, and then pop it back on. Slide it back on there. Okay, there it is. And so what that does is it allows that jig to sit in the water at a natural presentation, whereas if it's tied to your line, sometimes it ends up straight, vertical, but you want it more of a horizontal presentation. But I used to use a trout one that's a lot smaller, and the only place I could find them is at Bass Pro, and I just didn't feel like going to Bass Pro every time to get it. Now, of course, you got your split shot above it there. Anytime I'm cork fishing, which 9 times out of 10 I am cork fishing, but this is your split shot. Now, I think probably more important than anything is your cork when you are cork fishing, because you want something light enough where when the crappie take it, there's not very much resistance, for the lure to go down, and you don't want to have a lot of pullback because they'll spit it out. And so I use wooden cork, super light, and I like the split shot heavy enough where I just see the top of it. I mean, that's all I see is when it's in the water, just the very top. And that's perfect. Some people may want more, and so you just have to play with the split shot. The reason I go with heavier, I'm impatient. I like it to go down pretty fast, and whatever depth I have, because this is a slip cork. And kind of going from there is these little bobber stops, and they come in big old packages like this. But basically what they are is these little bobber stops that you put your line through this little hole, pull this off onto it, and you've got a bobber stop. And so basically what that is you've got your depth set on your tackle, and so whatever depth you have, your cork is going to slide up to it, and once it gets to that bobber stop, it just stops. And so you could be fishing 2 foot, you can change it to 10 foot, 20 foot at a minute's notice. And so you can just run all day long, and depending on where the fish are in the water column, you can move it whichever way, up or down. And so that's the reason I love using slip corks instead of just stationary cork where it doesn't change, where you got to slide it up and down. But that's pretty much it, though. That's pretty much what I use. Also, these guys, I use them a lot, these power nibblers, power bait crappie nibbles, but I think you have a better hookup ratio, and you catch a lot more fish with these on, because I fish with and without, and it seems like I'm more successful with these guys. And they come in, I think they got pink, they got yellow, they got chartreuse, and I usually use the chartreuse or the pink, but these are about out. I got to get some more. What else? Of course, you got to have, if you're fishing brush piles, you got to have your marker buoys. Get you several of them guys, and I think that's about it. On the where are they at? Here we go. I use these. This is just a different color. It's a red and chartreuse, but they make a million different colors. I think I have just about every single one of them they make, but I can change them out depending on what the mood of the crappie is in. And these are Bobby Garland 2-inch, and I think I don't know, maybe 15 of them. No, 18 count. And so But I really like these guys because the tail on them, because somebody, when I was fishing, I was using these and they actually thought it was a minnow, but they look a lot like a minnow because the tail is real buoyant, you know, and so what's in the water, you know, it bounces pretty easy. So I really like them. They're nice, small profile, and I usually stick with, like I said, the 2-inch. And so, but that's exactly what I use is the Bobby Garland. And matter of fact, I've got the black and chartreuse on right now with the pink jig head. And oh, the jig head I always use a 1/16 ounce. I never use, well, in the winter sometimes I'll back down to a 32nd, but this is a 16th. I normally stay with 16th. And in the videos I was actually using minnows. I don't use minnows that much, but those trips I did. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We did pretty good fishing today. I've done pretty good. And like I said, these crappie are starting to move up shallow where you can catch your limit every time you go out. But subscribe to the channel if you guys like it. You know, any questions you have, let me know. But we'll talk to you guys. See you guys soon. You want to talk about a slab crappie? That's a slab crappie. This is another black nose crappie. You can see it on his head. That's his lip.